Let's try this again. Hello friends, welcome to another video, and today is a video to share with you how to just take 1 hour whenever you can and prep as much as you can in that hour. I know not everybody has the time and opportunities to put like a full day in for meal prepping, and honestly that is legit my favorite way to do it. But I haven't had any time this week. I told you we're playing hide and seek, right? Anyway, it is I started this at about 3:40. It's 3:47 now. Oh my goodness, y'all. It's been a day. No. John, don't take stuff out of the bath. Don't take stuff out of the trash and put it back. 8 minutes, and you've only gotten I don't know how much of actual footage. Not everybody has a huge block of time in their day to meal prep ahead, okay? I understand that. I try to do it. It's most beneficial to us, but whatever. And all I did was I went on Google and I just typed in chicken tenders recipe, and I'm just prepping this. I'm making this as a freezer meal so that next month, you guys, this might be a better thing to do outside. Layer up. Go away. I love you. Okay. I'm doing all this prep work so that next month in March I have some meals that I can just start pulling out, and we can have them help our budget a little bit more. If you have all the meat that you need for this week's meals, this would be a good time to do it. Just today, you have raw meat that needs to be kind of prepped as much as you can. Prep the stuff that's going to go bad quickly and do it that way. So, yes, I have chicken here. Earlier, I took 10 minutes. I think it was legit 10 minutes to make an overnight, what is this called? French toast bake. So this is all ready for tomorrow. Tomorrow is Saturday. My husband doesn't work, but he does work. Somebody that is a mutual friend of ours, not sure how that works, but somebody heard that he could fix something, and then they asked if he would go fix it. So we won't see him tomorrow, so he's going to do that, and I wanted breakfast all prepared so that he could have something nutritious to eat before he goes, and all of that. So now what I'm doing is just trying to get this buttered chicken going, and jabbing on forever apparently. This is definitely enough chicken for, these are the chicken tenders, so I'm going to say one for one kid, one for another kid, one for my husband. I'll split with one kid, and this kid will split, and then one as a meal for my husband to take, and that leaves 3 left. So we're just going to add this, and then this way I'll know that this is about a 10 serving dish. So if we have somebody over, I have a 10 serving dish. And this is about half of the chicken that I bought. And I think I'm going to make actually 2 meals. I was like, oh, I'm not going to do 2. I am. I'm going to make 2 meals of this. Because it's so simple. And butter chicken, like, it's simple. And everybody loves butter chicken, right? So while that butter is melting, I'm just going to, and this is just because I have all these chicken tenders. It's a meat protein, again, $1.49 a pound. I'm doing it. I'm going to get about another meal's worth here and still have enough for something else. So I already know what I'm going to do. Okay, so for the buttered chicken, it just says to drizzle with paprika and cayenne. I won't use cayenne, but I do use salt and black pepper to season. And you're blocking my pepper. So I'll need more pepper. And this is all I'm going to do. Okay, folks. So I have one chicken mostly prepared for the butter chicken. I'm going to get another batch going. Woo! You guys going sledding?
Yeah, we're gonna go sledding for a little bit.
Alright.
Yeah.
Stay together, be safe, don't break any bones. You're paying any doctor bills we get. Love you. So one batch. Second batch, that's gotta cook for a couple minutes. I think it's the perfect amount to make, somebody calls them chipotle bowls. The recipe that I have from Never to Pencil, I'll leave it down below. I'll also leave the butter chicken that I'm using down below. I have no idea if we like it. I'm just like, it's simple and it's got a protein and we can serve it with some spinach and some pasta. It'll be simple. I love simplicity. But this one is one pot chicken burrito bowls, and I'm trying to think if I could, other than just like dicing it up, I wonder how much I could prep ahead for this. Seasoned diced chicken with salt and pepper, add the rice. I learned, don't cook this with the rice. Cook the rice separately and then add it. So much better. And the black beans and all this other stuff, then you're gonna add it. Okay. So, I think I can make this a freezer meal. By doing this, cutting up this chicken, cooking it up, and then adding it to a freezer Ziploc bag with the black beans and the canned tomatoes, the garlic powder, the chili powder, and the cumin. Because then all you need to do is reheat it with some chicken broth and your rice later on, your cooked rice. Another thing to do, if this doesn't use the instant rice, but I bet the instant rice would be even better than this, but I don't buy instant rice. I bet I could do that, so I'm going to do that too. Again, I think I told you, I'll leave this recipe down below. What is your favorite chicken? Like, how do you like your chicken cooked? My favorite way is grilled. I could eat grilled chicken, grilled anything, any meat. If it was grilled, I would totally eat it every day and twice on Sunday. I love it so much. I think it just juicy texture to it, and it just has such a good smoky flavor. I love it. That chicken's gone, and oh yeah, there's 5 chicken tenders here, and they're like maybe a third of a breast, so it's more like a breast and a half, or a chest, or a bosom and a half, whatever you want to call it. My mom said you always have respect for the chicken. I want the chipper chicken. Bonus points, who can name that movie and leave it in the comment section down below. Don't trample the pansies. Tell me about yourselves down in the comments. How many do you feed? Do you like to meal prep? I know, like is a very strong word. Do we like to meal prep? That's like asking if we like to do laundry. It must be done. And as Ma Ingalls says, what must be done is best done cheerfully. I'm actually just on a lot of coffee, so if I sound really chipper, it's because I had a migraine yesterday and pretty much stayed in bed because if I stood up, I was going to throw up or my head was going to explode out of my body. So I chose to stay in bed and let the kids watch, I think they watched a Leverage, or 2, maybe 3. Does meal prepping save you time? Because there was a time in my life when meal prepping really didn't save me that much time. But what I'm noticing now is meal prep actually helps me make better food choice decisions. And by that I mean like, okay, I'm really tired, it's been a long day, and let's just make spaghetti for dinner. Well, not necessarily the healthiest choice for my family. Oh my Lanta. Chicken, give up the ghost already. We have some chicken done. The other thing I noticed when I'm meal prepping, because I wash my hands so much, I need like a lot of lotion on later. Okay, we've got prep number 2 done. These are not all the way cooked through, but they are browned and mostly cooked through. These only mostly did. I think I've been watching too much FabFitFun Fun Mom. What is her name? Fun Fit Mom? Something. Christine. I think I've been watching too much Christine. I really like how she's able to put like these little video clips in her movies, or in her videos that are from movies that I recognized. Some of them, not all of them. Okay, so for the one pot chicken burrito, we are now 20 minutes into our 1 hour meal prep. So I'm going to do a little salt. My granddad ate salt and he lived to be 106. I eat salt. There's another movie. Can anybody name that one? This one also calls for paprika. We also need an onion. You can't see me cut this because I forgot to turn the lens down. Oh my goodness, we're gonna have so much to edit out. Like 20 minutes of jabber, jabber, jabber. Butter chicken, and now we've got the one pan chicken. This should probably cook through as much as possible. So here's another really cool thing about meal prepping. Last time I meal prepped, I made a whole big pot, Instapot, full of black beans, and then I portioned it out. So I can pull a portion of black beans out of the freezer for this one. So this cast iron I got from Walmart. Now you can go find the cast iron over in the cooking section. This cast iron, which is like the biggest one you can find, I think it's a 15-inch. It was actually in the camping section. Now to get I think it's like 8 to 12 inch, 8, 10, and 12 I think is what you can find in the cooking section. Let's say 12 is the largest. It would have been about $50 in the cooking section. This 15-inch camping one was $16 in the camping section. Ziploc bag. This is really dumb. What I should do is put all this on a 3x5 card, since I double these bags anyway, and put the 3x5 card inside this bag. A, then we can use these bags again, and B, be a lot easier than putting it on my bag here. That's what I'm going to do. Let's see what we need to do still for this butter chicken. So pretty much what's left of this is the Italian seasoning, which I meant to do this. So learn from me. When I was frying the chicken tenders, I said to myself, hey, put the Italian seasoning on top of this while you're cooking it. Did I remember? No. Learn from my mistake. So I will finish up this chicken that's going to go into my burrito bowl, which it's almost looking done here. What we have on time, it's now about 4:20, and I started this at 3:40, so we got about 20 more minutes. I think we're just going to get this chicken done today. That's okay. I've got 3 meals all prepped here in 1 hour. So I'm pretty happy with that. This one is ready for the freezer. Pretty straightforward, pretty simple. It's not going to lay completely flat because of the beans in here. That's okay, do what we can, right? Double bag and instructions. 1 down. We're gonna add more butter to the pan, and I'm gonna recook this chicken in the thingy. So how I'm gonna do this is I'm going to put the butter in, let it melt. Then I'm gonna add the lemon juice that goes on this in there. Didn't say it was a great cook. I think putting the lemon juice and the butter is really going to get into that chicken. And then as I put the chicken in, I will put the Italian seasoning on, and then it'll all just kind of like juice together. And what's interesting is that for tonight's dinner, we're having lemon chicken. So half a tablespoon of lemon juice. I'm going to use half a lemon per batch. Oh my goodness, again. Okay, so pretty much it with the rest of this chicken. After It has been cooked all the way through on both sides with this butter, lemon juice, Italian seasoning, and everything. Then you just put some garlic and the Italian seasoning on top, and then serve it. So I think this would be really good with like potato wedges. I just put up a Valentine's meal that you could do, and it had potato wedges in it, and I'll leave that recipe link down below, and you can check out that video. I'll also leave it linked down below. You can check out that video to see what I did with it. I think this would be really good with like a green salad, a rich green salad, even like slicing this chicken up and laying it on the salad, and some of those potato wedges, and maybe like green beans. I think it would be really good with that. I don't know, there's something about green beans and lemon chicken. So good. So I think that's kind of what I will plan. Kind of just put this on the menu as an option. And with the cast iron, it really is picking up this butter and Italian seasoning. Even though I didn't do it on the chicken, I put it on the cast iron. The chicken's picking it up really good. So that's good to know. I bet you could put this chicken in the Instant Pot for 1 minute just to kind of heat it all the way through, and it would be just fine. Actually, I mean, the more I'm thinking about this, there's more that you could do with this chicken. There's that one option. Another option I'm thinking is make a pan of roasted vegetables, serve it with that. Personally, I really love like a summer squash with mushrooms and garlic, and it is so good, and I think this would actually be really good with that as well. Maybe with like some yellow rice, I think that's what they call it. Rice pilaf, some kind of rice thing. There is so much that you could do with this. Here's this little piece that fell off. Let's see what it tastes like. Yes, that's it. Oh my goodness. Okay. It's really good the first bite, and then just that lemon just gets into your mouth. So good. I love lemon chicken. Yeah, so I'm just actually going to take a 3x5 card, because I don't really think there's a whole lot more to do with this other than make sure I heat it through, and I'm going to know that anyway. So I'm just going to do buttered chicken. I'll just put it in there. That is so good. Oh, and then on here I'm going to put the servings. You can. Like these aren't like little chicken tenders. Those are huge. Like those are, see, here's my hand to one. Like that's how big that one is. They're huge. I don't think my husband would eat a full one. I don't think my oldest daughter would eat a full one. My two sons would. Well, I don't know. The one son doesn't, my younger son of the two doesn't like meat, so he typically doesn't eat a lot of meat. Yeah, I think I could get, and then plus if somebody was over for dinner, I could get 3 more. So I'm going to say servings of 10. And I think I could do that for both easily. I think they're actually mostly all the way cooked through. Okay, 1 batch done.
Ow!
Let's add some more butter. Let's see, what are we doing on time? We got about 10 minutes. I think 10 minutes is about right for the rest of this. So I'm going to turn the camera off, and I will show you pretty much what we got done in 1 hour today. Okay, we are about 5 minutes past the hour, so it took 1 hour and 5 minutes to put together 3 meals. You're only seeing 2 Ziploc bags because I was like, hey, if I put both of these in as a, individual, each chicken here is in its own individual Ziploc bag, and then both bags are in 1 more freezer bag. So all I need to do is have one of these, pull this out, and then it'll still be in a Ziploc bag for another meal. So here's 2 meals and 1 meal. This is the 1-pan chicken burrito bowl. And this, I just found this printable online. And it's just helping me keep track of the meals that I have in here. You saw me put this together one weekend. I think you even saw me do this one. We didn't end up eating it, so I put it in the freezer. So I have it for another day. Earlier this week, I was going to start filming this, what I can do in 1 hour, and I forgot to pick up the camera. And I got a taco casserole done, and that's also in the freezer. And then 3 more meals today. So up to date, I have, over here instead of quantity, I just have 1 meal, and then 2 meals, and then one more meal. So I have 6 meals here in my freezer that I could pull out at a given time. And we're going to go put that away, and I'm going to get started on dinner. There's still more meals to come. I'm not sure how many more 1-hour batches I'm going to get done this week. Let's see how many meals we can get done with only 1 hour at a given time. I got 28 minutes left on the card after I've emptied it. It is now 5:31. We're going to see what we can get done in 1 hour. I have 2 chicken chests in the Instant Pot. It took me 5 minutes to get that going. So we'll deduct 5 minutes from that. And while that still has 9 minutes left, my dinner in the oven has 15 minutes left, I'm going to get potatoes washed and ready to go into the Instant Pot. Since I only have a certain amount of time left on my camera footage, I'm going to turn it off, and then we'll come back when the next thing's ready to start. Great thing about being authentic that this is all authentic. I got the potatoes washed, and then I had a phone call, so I did not get as far as I want. But isn't that what this is all about? It is about to share with you just how much we can get done in 1 hour, and sometimes that means interruptions. I need my hair on my face. Now I've got the chicken done, and we're going to shred it, and then I'm going to get the potatoes in that thing over there, that little Instant Pot. Whoop. See that thing? We're gonna do that. Okay, that's in for 20 minutes, and my chicken is done. 5 more minutes for dinner. I'll let that finish cooking, and about 35 minutes left. So with my chicken here, I was looking at what meals I have in the freezer. I have that little paper, and I'm trying to make it so that I don't have a red sauce meal more than once a week. So what I'm going to do with this chicken is I'm going to make chicken enchiladas. I think I have everything for chicken enchiladas. I should make sure. I do. I have 1 can of enchilada sauce, 1 onion, 1 can of diced green chilies, cheese, and enough tortillas to do for this. And then I think I'm still going to have enough of this chicken left over. I can make a small batch of chicken salad. I think that's what I'm going to do. So, that's pretty, I don't really know what else I can show you. I'm just going to dice an onion up, put a little garlic in it. Once it's all cooked, I'll add some of this chicken to it in the pan, in my little pan I've got going here, right there. And then I'll add a little bit the chili. I don't remember what I said now. So I got the onion, garlic, add the chicken, add the green peppers, add a little bit of the enchilada sauce, get it going. Probably add a little oregano to it, and then once it's done, I'll heat my corn tortillas up, roll it in, lay it in a pan. Boom, bam, baby. Oh, I don't have. Oh, I was like, I have some black beans, but I don't want to use it all. Shoot. That would have been really good in there. Yep, so that's what I'm going to do. Again, limited footage right now, so I'm just going to turn it off and I'll show you when I'm done. We're at 6 o'clock right now, so we have a half hour left to do this. Okay, we're doing a check-in. It is 6:23, 7 minutes left. 6 minutes left on the potatoes. I have 1 kid dicing up apples for me. I have 1 batch of baked oatmeal right here. Because I did that while I was waiting for a bag of spinach. Can't see me, sorry. I did that while I was waiting for a bag of spinach to just heat up in the microwave. I tried not to do that, but it was going to be faster than cooking it on the stove. I didn't know I had a bag of spinach until I checked the freezer. So, the chicken enchiladas are pretty much ready. That's the tortillas. Going to roll them up. And we'll see how long this takes. The potatoes, I'll just put a saran wrap over it and put in the fridge so that tomorrow we can do what I want to do with the potatoes. So that's kind of the update. I'll check back in 7 minutes and let you know what the final 6 minutes and let you know what actually we ended up doing. I'm blue again. It's the lighting. I'm blue blood.
Sadness.
Alright. Time, it is 5 minutes past 6:30. I'm gonna count it because, well, it is what it is. You wanna go put that back in the
Comparing news and potatoes. That
to you?
stink.
Okay, so what we got done today is I cooked a chicken completely in the Instapot. One chicken enchilada for the freezer. One baked oatmeal in the oven. And still have some chicken here left. I'll just put it in the thing. So in 1 hour, we got two more things done plus the potatoes. And tomorrow I'll use the potatoes. So outside of a huge mess to clean up, I say we had a successful another hour. What can we get done? So I will put this in a container, work on that tomorrow. Got the potatoes. I'll just put saran wrap and put that in for tomorrow. And all is good. Okay, we're here for another 1 hour cook fest with me. I probably will have one more of these later today, and then I'll put this video up for you. So that will have been like a total of 4 hours throughout the week of meal prep. Today's meal prep is just as many breakfasts as I can. I found out that next week I'm gonna have babysitting every single day, and so I'm gonna want the best thing that I can, which is just meal prep. So that's gonna be 6 breakfasts to kind of get a head start on. I'm gonna start Sunday, because off to church as quickly as possible. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So we'll see what I get done in 1 hour. I have those cooked potatoes and a couple of sausages here. So I'm thinking I'll do sausage and potatoes and zucchini I think I still have. So we'll just have a meal like that. My daughter's like, yes. And a baked oatmeal. I have applesauce that I made. I made this huge 8-quart crock pot applesauce. And there's just enough, I think, for a batch of muffins. So we'll do that. And I'm going to make a batch of biscuits. And so if you notice, most of these are like oven things. So I can just rotate different oven, whatever. So we have 1 hour. It's 11:15. Let's hop to this. I am going to enlist a couple of my kids' help for some of these. I've got a daughter in the background. She is going to cut these apples up for me as soon as I peel them, and then put the oatmeal bake together for me. So this is my baked oatmeal recipe. You can write it down, screenshot it. I usually leave one down in the comment section down below. And I think it's the same thing as this, but I'm not sure. But this is the one that I use. So I will hand that off to my 13-year-old, and she's going to put that together. Again, I have 2 apples here that we're just going to peel and get going. And this is the recipe I'm using for the cinnamon apple muffins. It's from lovelylittlekitchen.com.
So do I just do this in the mixer?
Take off to the right. Give them ginger pizza service or you'll spoil their appetite. Can you have a cook with me video without onions and tears? Woo! In the pan, I just have the vegetables I cut up. So the cooked potatoes, the onions, the zucchini. I sprinkled it with a little bit of Lowry's, not too much because we're going to have the salt from the sausages. So there's going to be plenty here for 2 meals. I'm really excited about that. So I have 2 meals done, the muffins and the oatmeal bake. So we'll have 5 meals right here. And 2 to go? I think 2. 5. No, I just have 1 more meal that I need to make. So yay me. And it is 12 and so 15 more minutes. What can I get done in 15 minutes? Let's find out. Well, it is 11:15 and didn't get much else done, but I do have 2 batches of the applesauce muffins. That usually gives the older 2 about 3 muffins each, and then the other 3 kids about 2 muffins each, and then we usually have it with some yogurt and little sausage links. So 2 meals of that is done. 1 oatmeal bake is done. 2 breakfast servings of the sausage, potatoes, and zucchini is done. And I was hoping to get 1 more batch in the oven, but I didn't. I still would like to make a batch of biscuits and then make the sausage biscuit muffins. I still would like to do that, and I would like to do a egg casserole or breakfast casserole or whatever you want to call it. I still have potatoes left that I can make hash browns with, so that's what I'm going to do. I don't know if I'll get the biscuits done right now, but I would say it would take me another 15 minutes tops, more like 10, but I do have to grade the potatoes, and I'm just going to make the breakfast casserole and get it in the oven. So like 1 hour and 15 minutes is what this meal prep was, and then I got 2, 4, 5, 6, breakfasts done for this portion. Okay, so pretty much after I think I ended the last bit, I'm just gonna set this up here. After I finished the last thing with you, I think I ended up with 2 more breakfasts. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 8 breakfasts here for another day. So it took me about another hour. A lot of it just was, I had a little bit left over of this, so we ended up making more of that, but then that left me over with a little bit of that, so we ended up doing this. So I'll flip the camera around and show you what we have here. So I have 2 muffin servings that gives the older ones 3 and the younger ones 2 each. So there's 2 of those. This is the oatmeal bake and this is the breakfast bake. So both of these can go into the fridge. These are the egg sauce, or not egg, but the sausage, potato, and zucchini. So I have 2 of those, 2 meals. So this will be enough just for this week. And then I had enough to just make another breakfast bake. This is all ready to eat. This is going to go in the freezer. And then these are, I used to love making these anytime we would have them. And they're really good with like ham in it especially, but I didn't have any ham and I forgot the salt in here, unfortunately. I really like these, but I've never wanted to make them again. I've only made them like once or twice. I made them once and I thought, okay, I just didn't butter my muffin tins well, so I made it again, but this sticks to your muffin tins really bad. But now that I have those silicone muffin wrappers, I've made them in this and they just pop right out. It's so wonderful. So we have these, and these are just going to go into the freezer and they'll just be ready for another week. So all in all, I would say it's successful. And again, just using little bits of time, pockets here and there, and just kind of getting ahead on this.